Okay, we should be back in action. Apologies for the technical difficulties, but we're getting right back into these games. We're looking at Team 13 Wild Honey Badger. These guys, I believe, these guys from
University of Cincinnati.
University of Cincinnati. Yeah, one of our actually a really strong team coming out of like I think the previous week we saw Cincinnati coming out really strong in terms of 1 win and then a nice second place finish to close it out. So they were doing a great job. We saw them doing a great job in terms of just team play and general PUBG skill that week. So again, I got some teams to look out for in this week as well. Looking at Team 2 right now, Pachinki, it's UTSA, of course. They always take Pachinki. The circle is generally towards the southern end of the island. It's kind of closing off a lot of the northern areas. We see the first circle closing right now with Team 16. Collegiate Rampage. These guys are 2 USs getting in towards the northern end of the circle. Easy at the State University, LSU. I wanted to look out for this week in terms of how they will perform. They've been kind of rising up, I would reckon to say, recently. So. Again, we have 57 players left alive with 15 teams, so no teams are out yet. 3 players have died so far in this match. So yeah, it looks to be a little bit of a slower early game. The circle is definitely, it has some water, so people could be on military for a while. Is the only thing I'm certainly thinking about. That teams really don't want to move off of military, maybe. If it is still in the zone, so that could pose a problem later on in the game if they want to move again up towards the island or move on to the island. But once the bridges are out, because the circle currently doesn't really lend itself to either bridge, one or the other. So
yeah, for sure. The southern circles that don't end in military base are typically a little bit of an issue in games like this, especially because sometimes people don't know which way it's going. So some people maybe cross 2 milli, but then about 5 minutes later, the next circle comes up. They realize, oh no, we have to go all the way back to the other side, and that just creates another transitioning problem for them, and just makes it a little bit difficult to navigate.
Yeah, no, definitely. And it's kind of one of those things where we see some teams perform better by the success of their timing rather than their aim, because if you can put yourself in a better situation earlier, you're going to be in a better chance to out position somebody in that sense.
Yeah, that is the one thing I actually don't see a lot in CBA is like bridge control. I mean, like I know in pickup games all the time, bridge camping is like guaranteed to happen, but in CBA I don't really see it that much.
No, because typically players tend to they want to play more passive. Again, they want to wait. Again, positioning is so important in terms of the points you get that it's not worth it for them to frag out on the bridge. They'd rather frag out on a compound on the other side of the bridge where they have more cover and options available to them in terms of escaping. And I think that's generally, again, one of the biggest differences. Of course, there's a whole laundry list of differences between the way I guess collegiate PUBG and then competitive PUBG as a whole is played, rather than kind of your standard PUBG, if you'll excuse me. So again, we look at Thug Trio is going to go ahead and knock out Soda Dragon from Virginia Commonwealth, getting Soda Dragon from Northern Colorado. See Team 7 and Team 5 currently engaged. Actually, looking at it, Montremer is going in Northern Colorado is going to go to lose a member, actually. VCU is going to finish him, actually. Something we don't typically see a lot of, because your down teammate gives a lot of valuable information towards the locations of the rest of them for the other teams. So, but looking like Aragon actually going to go down. Thug Trio getting a nice peek onto him with the M16, going to be putting him in a bad situation to get rezzed as well. You see his team is really pushed far forward. So it's going to be interesting to see how Northern Colorado plays this. Looking like it's going to be the smoke plan. So that may work. The smoke cover is going to go down. It's good smoke coverage. But again, you can shoot through the smoke. It's just a visual deterrent. Looking like he is going to be able to get the res here off on Aragon. He's going to go ahead and move behind him, get good hill coverage, and pick him up right now. So Northern Colorado looking like they're only going to have one casualty from this fight towards the end. 4. Still no teams eliminated. We saw that engagement right there, but neither team is going to go down. Again, all these engagements tend to be a little bit slower than what you may expect. Montremer, though, he's a little bit far behind. He could get caught out here as Northern Colorado makes a hasty retreat away. But looking like he's going to be able to get away, though, in the natural terrain there. It's going to serve him well. Cincinnati, again, we have the Mini 14 8 times on Honey Badger here, and there appears to be Team 11. You can see that up there on the hill. They are in the UAS, but they are going to be driving kind of closer towards Cincinnati. So the shots are going to be raining a little bit of shooting down at that Dacia, excuse me. Not getting able to connect with anything, though. The Dacia is going to go ahead and get away without a problem. So yeah, again, Cincinnati just holding that compound in the zone. They don't have to move, and surrounding them is a whole lot of nothing. It looks like just a lot of trees, and then one team, we're seeing Team 4 with JV Maxter X Swarms, the Mighty Derb. So yeah, JB, we're looking at it. Now he's trying to eye out that compound. He sees Cincinnati right there and Cold Boy, and everybody's inside. And again, they know that they're there, but this engagement is, not favorable to them. So they're going to want to take the hill cover here and just kind of wait it out, see what they can do, see how they can play it out. If they want, they could engage, but it doesn't look like they want to. Oh, but Cincinnati may want to. Heard those shots being fired. Well, it's not directly at them. It's an interesting shot choice. Again, they're just scoping it out here. Trying to... JB's a little bit far forward. He's very... I don't know, this positioning is interesting. See, the rest of Team 4 here is towards this, like below the road, down the hill. But JB here is kind of pushed up on top of the hill, and Team 4 is West Virginia University, WVU. So like there's two teams, so they're making an aggressive, actually they are pushing here, so you can see they're moving towards Cincinnati, who is also shooting at Team 16, Clicks and Ninja Rampage, and those guys from Louisiana State, from LSU. So actually West Virginia may walk right into the line of fire of the University of Cincinnati right now. Shots are Breeds are actually going to shoot and blow up the boat. We see Trippy Remix actually down there. He's not going to die by the boat explosion, but he is going to be left without much of an option as UTK go ahead and knocks that boat out. Again, they're just checking out. They're trying to scope out the rest of the area and see what they can do now that they've shot. Oh, now they're going to look at Team 10. Fiend Ninja's going to be taking shots. As he goes behind the hill, he's going to be eating those M16 shots. Not able to go down though. He's just going to take some suppressing fire. Reister gets sees Ninja Ramp. Fiend Ninja, excuse me. Is not actually able to go down though. He's just going to be hit twice. Oh, but Team 19 is hopping on over Semicolon and on the bike. It's a dangerous spot to be running by UTK with a bike right now. I am win. Not going to orbital swindle. Going to go down. Suki actually going to get Ninja Rampage as well over there. Not Fiend Ninja. Ninja Rampage. See that kill feed. Still 15 teams left alive. The 8 people have died. Again, he's trying to take those shots off. Like, trying to take those shots off on that bike going down, but now UTK has engaged themselves in a whole bunch of different spots, and they're engaged in, I see one, two, at least 2 teams right now that know their position. We see I can't read that, Team 19, Jing and Zemoch as well. They are holding the kind of, whatever you want to call it, little shack right there. Oh yeah, Jing is getting shot at by Reister as he jumps up in an interesting play to kind of scope out where players are. In that, you don't really have a whole lot of information in that kind of house, so jumping up and trying to get, bait shots out and see where they are is actually a viable strategy. Again, there's not too many ways that you can garner information. Looks like they're going to be stuck there as that buggy gets its tire popped. And Vita Victim is also making an aggressive push. You can see him on the right there. He's going to be going up towards the shack. He wants to be able to find who those guys are. And Reeser is baiting out shots, trying to see who those guys are. And nade going to come out of Vita Victim, but it's not going to connect. It's going to be a little bit short. So we're looking at it there. It's an interesting spot. Again, UTK has a read on a whole lot of teams right now. 19 and then 3 up in the compound up there. So they really just have to take a look and see, you know, which engagement is the most favorable to them and which one can they actually, you know, have a chance of winning. Because a lot of these engagements really depend on the push aspect of it. So you get it down and you push, but you want to make sure that you can actively finish everybody that goes there. So again, keep looking at it. The circle encompasses a fair bit of teams. 14 teams left. Finally, we have one team that's been eliminated. Didn't actually pick up who that was, but there are 47 players left alive, with 13 dying. Jason Tomasi, again, he's going to push a compound onto Dingus Khan and Repo Wraith right now. Team 10 on Team 3 is going to peek right, seeing him to hold up those windows.
Yeah, for sure. We do have University of Minnesota over there holding that garage building, and here we have Mississippi State as well, taking a little look around. I believe they know that they're trying to get an angle on them, but they don't want to give away their position too much. Watching out for some windows. Looks like Jason's going to go ahead and fall down behind that ridge, try and get a little bit of a flank on him. No one's looking out the window, so I think his flank might come as a bit of a surprise to Minnesota.
Yeah, I mean, this kind of rotation you're seeing right now is a fairly standard rotation from a lot of our players. Again, this is a lot of the thing where you don't want to hold the same angle as somebody. You want to hold different angles. They have the best chance of taking people out. And so we see in this case the nades are going down on the top there. Shots are being fired. And generally, it looks like they're about ready to breach because we could see them getting ever so closer to Team 3 right now.
Oh my.
More aggressive compound.
Dingus Khan getting knocked out as he jumps out the window there.
Yeah, we're going to see this peak right now, but he thinks, yeah.
Ninja's going to get both of those.
Yeah, actually, we're going to now repo. It's going to, yeah, I don't know what the vaulting is right there. They're going to be able to go, what do you call it? That was definitely interesting. I'm wondering why they decided to vault out there. I know it wasn't the most advantageous spot, but in a situation like that, one of your best ways is to, what do you call it? Is just maybe wait it out, because if you're down numbers and down positioning. Jason Tossi, again, he's looking at Team 11 now. They're going to be taking some shots over at Beam reaching Major Joel as well, but he's not connecting with the Car 98 right now. Trying with those headshots, but he's not able to finish. He's just really taking a look and kind of a frantic shooting right now. Not able to actually finish him, but he is going to get return fire on, I believe, by Team 11. Yep, taking fire. But they're also taking crossfire from UTK as they push up towards the hill. Smoke's going to be a very valuable tool right now as Jason Tomasi tries and pulls away right now. So he's going to be running back again towards his team. He was kind of caught out there, but one is going to go down. We're going to see Commander Zhao go down, looking like a Vita Victim from University of Tennessee Knoxville going to get him, but he's also getting shot at for Jason Tomasi as well. It's going to be a rough spot for these guys as UTK holds a really nice angle. But yeah, looking at Virgin Warrior. Again, he only has a level 1 vest, but again, he has the AK and he has the rest of UTK backing him up, and he has the zone. Again, Team 10 right there, I do not believe they are in the zone, so they still have to go, so it's looking kind of bad for these guys right now. Jason Tomasi is going to be pushing down as well as the rest of them. Team 10, shots just being fired. UTK is taking open field day on these guys right now. Is Mississippi State University. You're going to see Commander Zhao go down there, Fiend Ninja, Jason Sponsi being the only two left. But it looks like they're going to be trying to get in that shack, but I don't believe that's in. Yeah, so it's, again, poor Mississippi State right now is just kind of caught between a rock and a hard place. And Jason Tomasi is going to go down, leaving Fiend Ninja the last one left alive. Kind of debating what to do as the kill zone kind of comes in. I believe this is the fifth, or about to be the fifth circle as it closes in. So you see it's kind of chunking him right there. He's going to be running in, trying to get to this tree in front of him with 3 players from UTK shooting at him. If not, there he goes.
Yeah. Just like you said, between a rock and a hard place, more like between a shed and an open field.
Yeah, truly. Just kind of a, not a rough, just kind of, kind of bad positioning, but not at the fault of the team. Just kind of, this is PUBG, and this is kind of the stuff that, ends up happening from one team to another. Again, 10 teams now. Still 28 players left live, but 10 teams. Again, pretty par for the course for CBA. A lot of teams and few players in ratio. So UTK gonna go right again and take some shots over at Team 12. Just looking at Trippy Remix is almost dead right there. He's not able to go down, but Reister actually is gonna go down with Edgy Atrix, gonna get a nice shot. Oh, and Virgin Warrior as well. Gonna be trying to he's going with the hands and trying to beat a victim. Gonna try and line up the headshot into Edgy Atrix right there, but not able to connect. He's gonna peek again. Nope, oh, he did get him actually. Looked for a second like he didn't, but he's going to get a nice headshot, and Reister's going to get rezzed. UTK going to live to fight another day.
Sure, really good patience right there as you just waited for him to re-peek and get that headshot on him and bring one member out of the team.
Yeah, Liberty University now. Griff Galmore. Oh, he ran out of bullets. Oh no, that was unlucky. Griff Galmore doing a really good job there of a good spray down in trying to get Team 12 right there. Bandit Yoshi, Trippy Remix. But he actually ran out of bullets there. If he had the bullets, I believe he could have won that engagement. It's just kind of one of those unfortunate situations, but Bandit Yoshi is going to abandon his teammates as he's taking fire on by Pixel Bob and the rest of Team 5 from Virginia Commonwealth. There he goes. Semicolon. Going for the last one. There he goes. I believe he stole those kills. I believe Griff Galmore did get those, the downs, but since he's not alive anymore, Semicolon's going to go and fish those 2 points out. Team 4, Maxter, these guys in X-Swarms, Mighty Derb, holding a compound that I would say is fairly relatively well positioned in the center of the zone. But Reister, UTK coming up right now. It's me, Chuck D, is very low, but he runs out of bullets on the vector. He's going to be able to switch. Not able to get there. Semicolon, Crocy as well going to hear this engagement. It's me, Chuck D. He's probably going to go down right now. We're going to look at the Venus GG as well, who has a read onto one more player of UTK. Reister is the last one left alive. Just has to land one more shot. And he's able to go down, but the smokes are coming out. Seeming like UTK has infinite smokes here. But that's going to be it for them. Smokes are not solid cover. And Elm Zero is going to get the pick off on Reister to finish them off. Crocy again, Venus GG taking those shots. He's going to be hit a little bit. Venus GG going to be going back towards the tree and healing up right now. Going to be bandaging. He has one first aid left. And JWall going to make kind of an aggressive push onto Crocy and Semicolon right now. But Crocy's going to get really good shots onto Venus GG as he pushes up. Good controlled spray. Going to get 2 of them right there. Lev again peeking outside the corner. Going to try and get him. Finally gets him, but he's going to get some help from his friend. And Wild Honey Badger is going to be able to finish him off right there, I believe. Semicolon. Excuse me. Maxter. Again, they are outside the zone now. If you can see, the zone is favoring the southwestern end of the circle here, and a lot of teams have to push in. We see Team 5 kind of holding that compound right there, I believe. Team 5. Yeah, the Team 12 is the only other team that is currently in the zone right now. Every other team, the remaining 4, are outside. Look at UTSA, who's kind of in the roughest spot, I would say, out of all of them, on the top of the zone, with a lot of teams currently firing on him. Elm Zero is a really good... Oh, he just has to hit him a little bit more. They keep him tapping him out. Persuasion Asian, and I believe Zraven is down up there. He's going to be finished off, but he's going to be hit by a frag grenade, which is going to force him to retreat and heal up a little bit. Oh yeah, look at that. You see Team 4 with X-Swarms and the Mighty Derb are going to be needing that rock down there because they heard the shots. So X-Swarms. Again, they're peeking the hill. It's an interesting spot right now. All these teams have to move in, and UTSA, for some reason, is still alive right now. They have one player left alive, but he's just going to have to play it passive and try and secure those positioning points. X-Swarms. There he goes. He's pushing up. They're pushing back, and they're trying to get into the zone here. They're pushing into a really good spot where there's actually not a whole lot of people. But again, Team 5 is a really commanding position inside of the zone, or inside of the zone, with a what do you call it? They're trying to just kind of get in the zone and stay there. Meerkat as well, but Meerkat is in the roughest spot of everybody, with Cincinnati with 4 players left alive right in front of him. That's a big yikes. He's going to be kind of, if they decide to look his way, they're going to get caught out. And then you have West Virginia right there as well. So between 2 pretty good teams, I would say, but he just has to cut the middle and see if he can make it his way in, you know, kind of, again, behind everybody. But as the zone closes in, you can see it closing in right behind him. It's just going to be rough for these guys. So, or for these guys, I should say UTSA. But if he could just secure one more position to get 5th place. Oh, looking like he's going to get finally caught out by West Virginia, he's gonna duck and roll now behind the tree. He's going to bring out the compensator, put on the red dot, and seeing if we can just get some exit frags as the zone begins to close in on him. But Cincinnati seems to be holed up pretty well, and they're not focusing in on him. And West Virginia as well trying to get in, but he's going to have to do a risky first aid right now as that zone slowly creeps in. He's going to get it off, actually. He's going to be able to get in. Against all odds, I would reckon to say. West Virginia pushed up more west, and then Cincinnati hold the compound. Still 6 teams left alive in this circle. Yikes, this is a rough circle for everybody, I would say.
Yeah.
And they still have it.
Definitely might become really hard to cast here in a second. I got to see a lot of action in a second.
Oh no, there's 13 players left alive with 6 teams. We're going to see, yeah, very, 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 very soon. All it takes is one team to start taking shots. We're going to see that Thug Trio is going to be shot at from a little bit there. He's not going to go down, but again, that shooting, just kind of blood in the water. We're going to see, look at West Virginia right now. See how spread out they are? They're going to be taking a really aggressive stance and kind of capitalize on the west end of the circle and leave the rest of the teams to fight each other. You can see that definitely they're closing in. Carpe Diem, Meerkat going to get spot out, but Meerkat doesn't really want to take shots. Oh, he's going to get caught out there, though. He might have waited a little bit too long. Going to get a good shot. Elm Zero going to get that peek and frag. Leaving UTSA with a 6th place finish, which is not bad considering the kind of circle we've had here and the position they were put in. Bandit Yoshi gonna get a nice headshot onto X Swarms. Still 5 teams, but 11 players left alive. I'm gonna go ahead and finish him off with the Mighty Derb. Gonna get Bandit Yoshi as well. 4 teams left alive. That's gonna be it for Bandit Yoshi's squad. And this would be Illinois at Chicago, going to be in 5th place finish. So we got 4 teams left alive. We have University of Cincinnati going to hear those shots being fired at Thug Trio with Virginia Commonwealth who's up in the house right close to them. Yeah, we hear those shots being rung out, but nobody's going to go down, just the warding fire. But now each team knows where each other is, so it's going to be rough. You're going to see those shots being fired. Zero going to have to back up a little bit in terms of in the back of the house. Try and just get a good angle on these guys. It's all about the angles here. Just who can get the first peek and then push. This compound is very good for pushing, and there's a lot of different ways you can attack it. That's exactly where Pixel Bob is, too. It's just a matter of finding the little pixel peek and nailing a headshot. If he sees it. Well, there he goes. There's the headshot he was looking for, but that's not going to be enough, and Pixel Bob is going to get out with maybe 20% health right there. Still 3 teams and 9 players left alive. Teams 13, 5, and 4, West Virginia, Virginia Commonwealth, and University of Cincinnati are your top 3 teams. Now who's going to go and fight for that chicken dinner right now? It all depends on... Oh my god, till the very end! To the bitter end, they have it. To the bitter end, Virginia Commonwealth holds that compound. That's the final circle you're seeing right there, ladies and gentlemen. That does not get much smaller than that. It actually doesn't get smaller than that whatsoever. Elm Zero are going to be eating a shot right now, but everybody has to push that compound. Everybody. 9 players and 3 teams. So, the circle could not be more perfect for VCU right now. Carpe Diem going for he's gonna go for that frag grenade, but he's not. Oh, flashbang! Excuse me. Oh, Cold Boy gonna be trying to push outside, but oh no, nice. Elm Zero gonna get a read onto Pixel Bob, gonna pixel peek and give Elm Zero the position to push up on Thug Trio right now. Virginia Commonwealth may be in trouble here again, especially with Cincinnati gonna get that really good entry frag. He's gonna go for another one that may be a really good frag going through the window. No, it's not gonna be it. We're gonna see Maxter 999 from window. He's gonna go down. Cincinnati just made an insane play. They pushed up. They got the ground that they needed. And they're going to go in right now. Looks like they're at the compound. Wild Honey Badger is going to fall victim to KS Hammer. 2 players left alive from Cincinnati are going to be able to push in on the 3 players from Virginia Commonwealth, and then having the 2 players from West Virginia. Maxter is going to go down right there. The zone is going to go ahead and get him. But at Cincinnati right now, it's going to be an end finish onto this compound. You know, the compound of no loot. You're checking the bottom floor, but again, everybody's on the top floor right now, so it is still 3 teams left alive, actually. West Virginia is still in it. They are on the other side of the house, so if University or Cincinnati right now peeks over to the left of that compound, they're going to see him. Yep, Mighty Derby, you see him right there, kind of towards the back entrance. So it's really a waiting game right now. This zone, they are waiting till the bitter end. Again, we are going to see this game is going to go to the max length that it possibly can go. This is the smallest circle. That's it. You can see it stick at 1 right there. And this compound was perfectly centered in that circle. KS Hammer is on the top. He's fishing down. He knows probably that the people are below him. So he's reading it out. He doesn't see where these guys are. Now look at KS Hammer right now. Still looking at him. Still good at Carpe Diem down there. Again, they're very hesitant to push because everybody's hesitant right now. It's definitely that kind of game. 6 players. There are 6 players at this stage of the game. If this isn't Collegiate Battlegrounds, I don't know what is, man. This is hysterical, really. Almighty Derb surviving for this long. Thug Trail and Pixel Bob for Virginia Commonwealth. Having the zone, but being, having Cincinnati do a really aggressive flash play. It looked like they flashed, and then Elm Zero had a really good pixel peek onto on someone.
It actually looks like they're going to ahead and push into the compound now.
Yeah, it's about time we're going to see the door being opened. You're going to hear the flashbangs going. I think it's like the first time I've seen flashbangs actually used.
I feel like they're just trying to get into a position that's like center of zone so they can just mat it out.
Yeah. Because the zone will close on these guys in like a minute or 2. It usually takes like a minute and a half, 2 minutes for the zone to close in. And so,
I think it's a solid 5 minutes of last circle before it starts closing.
Is it 5? Yikes.
I think.
It's definitely somebody vaulted.
Oh
no.
Elm Zero.
I'm looking at him right now. He's gonna see. Hears him. He hears it. He's gonna peek the stairs. Thug Trail's watching the stairs. Oh, that's gonna be it. Cincinnati's gonna lose. He's gonna lose 1 player, and KS Hammer's gonna be pushing around the outside. Good play, but no. Thug Trail is gonna get a really good peek. KS Hammer as well, looking like it's just 1 team left alive in West Virginia. West Virginia, against all odds.
He's just sitting there.
He's just sitting there. He's not doing. He's not doing anything. Look at this. He's not doing the darn thing. There he goes. He's going to do it now, but that's going to be it. West Virginia is going to go down. And in one of the most drawn-out games of Collegiate Battlegrounds I think I've ever heard of or ever watched, Virginia Commonwealth is going to take it. They're going to take game number 1 in first place. In second place, we have West Virginia. And in third place, we have University of Cincinnati. And some notable kills. Looking at Virginia Commonwealth. Yes, Virginia Commonwealth going to finish with 9 kills in first place. West Virginia going to finish with 3 in second. And in third, Cincinnati is going to get 9 in third. And then in fourth, we have Crosey's squad. These are Colorado School of Mines, actually, with a really good finish. And then Bandit Yoshi's squad from Illinois at Chicago are going to be in 5th place. What a game. So, ladies and gentlemen, we will be back for game number 2. We're going to be doing the Ruby division this time, so stay tuned for this. We will be back momentarily.
restless when you're fun, cause you're desperate. Oh, here they come for a chance, for adventure. What's your poison? What's your pleasure? Oh, my city, she never sleeps. My city, she never weeps. My city, she keeps me alive. Give it up for my city, oh, oh, give it up for my city, oh, oh, give it up for my
brothers on the rise now. Endless celebrations all in my house. Levitating now, I'm super duper fly now. London boy, but DC where I reside now. Put the time in while you always yelling time out. And for quit it, cause I know I'm coming with it. You were sitting, you were wishing I was handling my business. Now I got the ball like Harry Potter playing Quidditch. And my business is humongous, you would think that happens in there. Damn man, I'm all that, yeah, I'm all that. Working for that whip, yeah, that what you call that. I'ma blow up in the summer, have him yelling fall back. And I've always been ahead like an effing ball cap. Man, I came in the game like, whoa. Got a couple chains on me cause I like gold. They told me I'm the best and I told them I know. Cause when I'm in your town, every ticket I sold. Yeah, they saying I'm the man. Facts, bro. Facts, lot of haters. Tell me where they at though. I'm the new pop, all I do is rap though. Want me on your song, throw a couple stacks, yo. Woo! Everybody wanna do the same thing. Yup, that's why we ain't on the same page. Do my own thing, and I maintain. Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream. I'm going mainstream. Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream. Yeah, I'm going mainstream. Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream. I'm going mainstream. Mainstream. Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream. Yup. I'm going mainstream. Damn. Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream. I'm going mainstream. Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream.
Still as a breeze, a river flowing deep. Don't wanna leave the air you breathe. Living mirrors dreams when I think of you and me. Don't wanna leave the world you see, and I will hold you down if love is still alive. It's all forgiven to my eyes. The tide has turned around. Just listen to the sound. Two hearts beating, beating time. Hey yeah, hey yeah, hey yeah, hey yeah, hey yeah. It's all forgiven to my eyes. Hey yeah, hey yeah, hey yeah, hey yeah, hey yeah. It's all forgiven. You and your wicked ways. You and your wicked ways. You and your wicked ways. Center of your touch, I can never feel so much. Don't wanna leave us in between. 'Cause when you lock me in, I'm in for life. Don't care, it's a cruel paradise. Say you'll be mine. The tide has turned around. Just listen to the sound. Two hearts beating, beating time.
All right, everybody, welcome back to the Collegiate. All right, everybody, welcome back to the Collegiate Battlegrounds Association. My name is Airless, and I am joined tonight by my co-host.
Nap time.
Welcome back, everybody. Again, we will be streaming the Ruby games for game number 2. This is their game number 2, so we'll be bringing you those tonight, and we're going to go ahead and take a look at our competitors. In first place, we have Arizona State University with 376 points. In second place, Illinois at Urbana-Champaign, the UIUC Season 1 champions, 342 points. And then Oregon trailing close behind with 312 points. And then for the rest of the teams, we're looking at Ohio State in 4th, UC San Diego in 5th, Purdue, U Delaware, Florida International, South Carolina, UConn, UC Boulder, UC Davis, Cal Poly, Carnegie Mellon, Minnesota State, Minkato, let's get that right one of these days, Jacksonville State, Illinois State, Wilmington, and Central Florida. These are your Ruby teams for tonight. Anybody you're looking to see come out and perform?
Well, that's the thing with Ruby. I'm always biased towards Ohio State, but for sure, UIUC has been doing pretty decently well this season. So I'm really hoping to see some people come out and perform from that. Let's see, anyone you are looking towards to see?
You know, we saw UC Boulder kind of commanding Season 1, but recently in Season 2, they haven't been doing as well as, you know, I think they can do. I know they had some roster changes, but we've seen those roster changes seriously affect them. We see that they were highly seeded, and the number 1 seeded Ruby team, even above Illinois Urbana-Champaign. So seeing them in 11th place is definitely interesting, and I'm wondering if they're going to come back from it.
Yeah, we'll have to see. I'm from watching some games from last season. They definitely have the potential. I think they just lost their niche, and they just need to get it back. And they might be able to show us some power.
Yeah, absolutely. And we've seen the same thing coming out of Riverside as well. They kind of slumped off a little bit towards the beginning of the season, and we were wondering if they, you know, are they going to be where we think they should be, as opposed, you know, because they were like a commanding lead in the first, in the first season, like 100 points plus in the lead, like totally uncatchable. But then when playoffs happened and we reset the points to 0 with a different kind of playoff system, we saw them, you know, for lack of a better word, they choked, and they didn't do as well as, you know, they previously had. So I'm expecting to see some of that coming out of, I would say, Boulder as well. And then Delaware, kind of a success story, I would say. They didn't do very well in the first season, but they're in 7th place right now with 207 points. That's a solid amount of points to have, and to be in 7th place right now, it's really good to see, you know. And I probably mention it nearly every week, but I think they're doing, you know, just a great job, you know, improving and coming into Season 2 hot.
Yes, and for sure. Are there any individual players that you're a big fan of in Ruby?
I mean, everybody's pretty awesome. I mean, we see, and a lot of it is, I like, you know, individual players can, you know, definitely kind of stand out in terms of in-game leaders. I believe Neo Jonathan is the in-game leader from Urbana-Champaign. Just kind of off the top of my head, am I thinking? I could be wrong, but at the same time, it's kind of the team as a whole. I consider the squads as like one player. As weird as that sounds, but I feel like that's how teams do the best. Why would you go after the when you use the whole squad as one, as one unit, you know, instead of just spreading everybody around.
Yeah, for
kind
sure.
of a cop-out answer, but
yeah. Trying not to play favorites. I understand. Looks like we can go ahead and head into the game here, though.
Yeah, looking like we are indeed. You're going to see Spawn Island again. These players just jumping around, ready to go for their game number 2, our game number 2, our first game for Ruby.
For sure, the players jumping around, throwing some punches, playing some music through their microphones, the typical pregame lobby shenanigans.
Yeah, so again, splitting players up and just waiting. I don't know. For some reason, I feel like this game is going to have an interesting outcome. I'm feeling an upset. I don't know why. I don't know.
I'd really like to see one.
Yeah, I mean, it's always fun to watch like an underdog story, you know.
I don't know why, but what we're looking at right here just reminds me of a scene from Star Wars or something, just like Flo flying right over the water.
Yeah, it's not a CBA game if you don't start in the northern end of Erangel. Same as a Star Wars movie is not a Star Wars movie unless it starts in space. a CBA match is not the same unless you fly through the map, eyes to the ground.
looks like our observer here is just trying to drive a little bit of a vehicle around the road. Get a nice little scenic shot for us as we start off.
Yeah, as we just get ready. Got 20 seconds to go. Thank you, Donovan, for the 10 bits. Let's have a good game. Absolutely some good, clean Battlegrounds action. Definitely looking forward to seeing, a quality game of PUBG with 67 players. It's around the middle end of what we usually see. We have 18 teams. That's a little bit more than usual. We had 15 last time. We're seeing 18 now. It's pretty solid. I'm not gonna lie. So,
yeah, not bad. Looks like that clock has hit 0. It looks like we're gonna go ahead and hop into the plane. See where the players are gonna drop on today's battleground.
Yeah, looking like it's a north to south, veering westward. He's going to be going. We're going to see teams going Stalber as are right off the bat. Yasnaya going to be. Oh, here we go. Excuse me. Forgot to switch over to the actual game. We are in now. You see it's the north to south plane path veering westward. Stalber going to have one team in San Diego going to go up there. We're sending Lens over to Severny. Actually, a very bold play, but Lens is going to be alone to get Severny loot. So, yeah, I mean, just generally, what do you call it? Generally a pretty even plane path. I wouldn't call it too crazy if I'm calling the first one crazy.
Wait, what? Oh shit, dude, he ulted her and he went to the base. He ulted her and went to the base.
So, I mean, just 18 teams, 67 players, and a lot of people doing a little bit of a long drop. You can see Lil Joker and Darth Garth over there. They're dropping far towards the western end of the island. These guys, Minnesota State University Mankato, I think that's how you say it finally. And then over that we see a lot of teams in Yasnaya as well.
Yeah, for sure. Looks like it's going to be a fair bit of action up there in Yasnaya. And military base also has 2 teams going as well, but looks like we also have Captain Az over there. Just AFK, he's floating out towards the river. Hopefully he can reconnect in time before he drowns out there. I don't actually see where his team... I believe his team is up there with Divine Mercy.
Yep, that would be Yukon with Divine Mercy and Grit J.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Look at that circle.
That circle is yeah, that's pretty rough. For a lot of these teams, they're on the edge. Look at Lens. Look at Lens. He's perfect. He's damn in the middle. Dead in the middle. Excuse me, of Severny right there.
I'm dead. Oh.
Yeah, it looks like Lens is definitely going to be USD Lens is definitely going to be up there in the middle of Severny, right in the center of the zone. We do have some people down at military base though, and it looks like they are going to have quite a trip ahead of them. Looks like a Secretariat, Secretic,
yeah, something like that.
Something around there. He's going to have the M4 coming down from the scaffolding area. The rest of his team's over in the apartment, so it looks like he's very close there to Arizona State.
Yeah, I mean, Arizona State just has to kind of look out towards their left and be able to peek this guy.
Yeah, especially under scaffolding. There's not really that much cover in scaffolding.
Yeah.
One of the dangers of actually landing there, if you don't find anything and you're having to run down those stairs with no weapon to defend you, it's going to be a little bit of a hard fight if you get some shots thrown at you.
Yeah, definitely. And especially because the rest of the team is in apartments, you're not going to get rezzed. Or it's very unlikely that you will get rezzed. So again, a lot of these teams I just can't get over how perfectly the circle landed on Lens. But Vincent, University of Delaware, getting a good spray down into Vicola right now. He's going to go ahead and finish him off in the kill. We're looking at North George, Team 12 versus Delaware. Vicola from California Davis is going to be caught out a little bit there, and Delaware is going to get the first pick initially. Down in military, we're looking at Team 17. This is Florida International University. We're looking at Team 17. Yeah, and again, just a military kind of. It's a very passive military. We're not seeing a terribly lot of action. We're gonna see Team 3 actually is pulling away right now. Yeah, look at ASU is just gone. Snow Dragons is towards the south end of the island, and it's not, you would expect kind of when two teams drop military that the actual engagement happens, but not in this case.
Uh-oh. Did you see that in the kill feed?
I might have missed it. What happened?
Weasel is. I forgot what team he's from. I can look that up here in a second, but he somehow killed himself.
I'm sure there's more to it, but it's an unlucky scenario. Either way, looking at Team 16 and Team 11 here, Crimson Dragoon and Bad at CSGO. Those two teams we're seeing. Apartments and School, Bad at CSGO, and the rest of those guys from Carnegie Mellon and Pure Overwatch are going to be... We're taking a look.
And this is Central Florida. No, I apologize. Jacksonville State.
Jacksonville State.
I apologize.
No problem. So Jacksonville State, and those guys over there taking it. Lens just has to be having a great time right now. He's totally alone in Severny. The circle's in the dead center on him. He's gonna get that fat San Diego loot for these guys.
For sure. And we do have some people at the bottom southern side of the circle as well. We got Ohio State over there in the Watertown. So we got some people in Raw Talk as well. We got some teams. So it looks like we're gonna have some people gatekeeping the people coming from the south for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it looks like we're gonna go ahead and get a drop here. Let's see what. We're gonna move over to UCSD now. Looking at interns here on the motorbike along with XPFC. Go ahead and driving over to the western side. It looks like that was the western side of the main island. We're going to move over here to Yasnaya now. JM the Kid and others from team number 6, which is Purdue.
Yep. And then Chubba Bubba in team 15. They only have 2 players left alive right now. Actually, in Yaz. Looks like they may have either lost an early engagement or they're just general. Oh, we can't tell them. Yeah. Yeah,
They do have 2 team members, so they're either lost 1 or lost 2.
Yep. ASU, looking at Agni right now, is going up towards the northern end of the island alone on a motorbike. And, we saw UTK in the previous game kind of punish this kind of engagement, where we saw one person driving on a bike, and then they got sprayed down, and it's just a very dangerous spot to be in. You're moving fast, but a good player can lead that just as well. So. Look at you, group. Look at ASU right now. They're driving right by Team 13 in Pachinki, but they're not gonna connect. They're not gonna. Yeah, you're seeing they're just driving by one. Raikyu is behind them. And then Agni is actually doing an interesting thing in scouting ahead, just kind of making sure that, who's there, if anybody's there. And I don't believe he got shot at, so he's not going to have any communications.
It's very interesting. I've seen a lot of the times in Collegiate PUBG, we'll see a lot of shots being taken at vehicles, sometimes as a deterrent and other times as actually trying to get the kill. Because the difference between here and pickup games is in CBA, everyone's skilled enough to get kills out of cars, which fast-moving vehicles, which sometimes in pickup games isn't necessarily the easiest thing to do for the everyday player. Oh, looks like we're really crowded on the south side of the circle, though.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. We've been kind of crowded on this end for a while. A lot of teams have just been there. Fiasco and Divine Mercy got UConn right now versus OSU, and Fiasco pushing up the state, but Divine Mercy is going to actually do a really solid flank out. He's going to try and push in, but there's 3 players from OSU right now who's going to realize that. And and Divine Mercy is going to go down. Zacho is going to get the flank. He's just in a bad spot all around right there. Him and Grit J just kind of in a rough spot alone together in this compound trying to fight off OSU. Now it's Grit J versus 4 players. He's going to be alone in the house. Divine Mercy's not going to be able to get rezzed here, and looking like UConn may be the first team to be eliminated. So we're going to see Zacho again. He's pushing up along the side. Probably going to finish off Divine Mercy right now. Yeah, he's seeing him, and looking like he's not going to be able to get rezzed. They're going to go. Zachow going to finish off to my mercy. With Gritchage is going to be alone in that compound and might try to play the waiting game, but he's the only player left alive for UConn right now, so one push could end up looking like he's going to get caught out, and UConn is unfortunately going to be the first team eliminated in tonight's Ruby games.
Yeah, it's a little bit of an oof there.
No, I agree. Yeah.
Yeah. UConn's been doing fairly decent for the for a while here in Ruby, so that's definitely gonna hurt them a little bit. But I believe they did a little bit better in the first. Oh, something's happening.
ASU! Oh no! The heck? They're gonna get caught out. DJ Crumb's here, Agni as well. He's gonna go down. The Brave Power Band's gonna try and go for those kills, but he's not actually able to get Agni. He probably could have gotten as they roll up. Actually, ASU just decides that this is the compound to push, and they're gonna get a little bit punished for it. Agni is like completely surrounded by Team 11 right now. Pure Overwatch going to be pushing over along the side, and Frum's actually going to be able to get rezzed here as Agni tries and gets this this peek out. Great power van. And here he comes. Agni going to peek around the side. He's going to be able to get it. We're going to see the spray down begin, but Agni is actually able to get the nice knock. Oh no, but Agni is going to go down as well, leaving, I believe, one or two. Is there one player for ASU left alive? I think so, because one was finished. I'm not sure where he is. He's not there. I can tell you that much. Hearing blood in the water, Windwally and Wicking Masshole are going to be pushing up alongside, trying to clean up the scraps of this engagement right now. Looking at Windwally. He's going to be Red Charlie, going to get Raikou right there. He's going to push him behind the tree, and then Team 11 is just going to be able to res and get this fight off.
Wally with that Rosa.
Yeah, definitely trying to get the good spray down inside. Inside right here, DJ Frums, but this is going to be a rough situation. Wiki is pushing behind. He's going to get punished, actually. DJ Frums is going to get him with the dinner plate. He's going to go for the resin. Oh, no, actually not. This is just a rough spot to be in right now. He's going to switch, actually. Oh! He caught his angle out right there. Windwally with the M4 going to get great power van. DJ Frums as well going to go down. He's going to go ahead and get finished off. Red Charlie going to get the nice backup support, as well as Masshole, who's going to go for the res right now as Windwally pushes in. Right on the top of the stairs there is going to be a little bit of a spray down, but the railings are going to be in Windwally's favor, and Dragoon is going to go down immediately, leaving team number 5, Windwally, going to take this fight.
Team number 5, that is University of South Carolina.
Just going ahead and taking a look at those stats there. Let's see where South Carolina was on our... They were 9th place right now. So with UConn getting 0 points this week, I believe, in total, they are going to definitely be moving up. They were behind UConn for a while, and they overtook them by 4 points. They're only up, but now that lead is going to grow exponentially, especially with just the team wipe and the positioning gain. So... Yeah, it's interesting to see. Like, I always like when the third team kind of comes in, they hear the blood in the water, but then they were able to make effective use of the situation presented to them and then go and clean up the mess. It's definitely interesting to see that happen, and it really speaks to teams' good positioning and good game sense as well as in terms of timing. Oink Oink now from Cal Poly, and the rest of Team 13 is right across from OSU right now, who is holding that compound that took out UConn. So 15 teams left alive. We saw the 2 teams die in that compound where team number 5 took it and held, and then UConn makes 3. McLaren Kevin going to get Naraya from Delaware up near the Georgia Pole area. That kill is going to go down. And Frozo is just going to be kind of scouting around. He's going to get shot at. OSU taking shots, one of them on the side. I believe. No, he's looking towards the Wizards Tower, but that's not where he is.
Yeah, Ohio State does really like to hold that triple compound because it's a really good place to go to cut off the people from Georgia Pool. And they like to start at Watertown a lot of the time, so they end up going over there to cut off some, because we have a couple teams that go Georgia Pool every day, every match in Ruby. So we probably will see them there again, but they team number 13 here, who is Rutgers University, they're going to have a little bit of a tough time pushing across this bridge, especially with Ohio State right on the other end.
Yep. Looking at it now, Vincent is the only player left alive for Delaware right now, with Nico Mimi, I believe, being kind of running, trying to get in the zone right now. But Cal Poly finds himself in a rough spot where Ohio State is watching their advance, and they're going to just try and get in. The smoke grenade's going to go across. They're going to be, they're kind of in the water. They're kind of on the shore. It's not really where they want it to be. Squirrel Toast Pie is going to go down. Zatchow's going to get a good spray down. Frozo actually going to return fire on Zatchow, who's as well going to go down. And the zone's going to be, the zone is going to be closing in on OSU right now, as well as they try and get in. So we're going to see them try and, again, get people up and move away. McLaren Kevin finally going to finish off Nico right there from Delaware. Swanko, Frozo going to go ahead and res him behind the tree. Team 15 and Team 6 look to be, or JM the Kid as well, but like they're actually looking at Team 10, Hate D right now. Looking at Team 10 over there, but JM the Kid as well just going to be pushing very aggressively. Maybe he got caught out right there. He's going to go down. Hate D is going to get him.
Oh, fuck me.
JM the Kid from Purdue University. Purdue going to get caught out a little bit there, but Hate D and Chubba Bubba going to be inside and regroup and resettle.
Oh shit! What the fuck?
And Oregon from, Chubba Bubba from Oregon.
He's got that M24 in hand.
Yeah, trying to get those just trying to get those peaks off again, but they are going to be looking like they're going to get in the car. Team 10 Span Cargo, and they're going to be going away. And Span Cargo from Central Florida. 15 teams with 45 players left alive right now. Oh my gosh, if you look at that circle, look at that. Yikes, man. That circle couldn't be any more north if it wanted to. We may even get some coast on towards the end.
Definitely don't want to see anybody over there in the water, though, because they're not going to be able to get back up.
No, absolutely not.
One wrong step and you're stuck.
No, absolutely. Ooh, casual guacamole! With a casual headshot of the SKS onto Camille there in a moving car. Or casual shot onto Camille, I should say. That was a fairly spicy shot, if I do say so myself. Looking at it now, Flash TFW going to knock down Span Cargo and finish him off. N-Terran's going to get, Whiplash for the headshot. McLaren going to get Vincent from University of Delaware, McLaren Kevin. And I believe that's going to be it for Delaware, coming in 14th, I believe, after that finish. Hayden is going to get Socratic as well. Actually a really nice couple of shots from him up on the hill. That's a couple hundred meters, I would say 200 meters up on the hill with the 4 times, able to effectively control his shots and to take him out. He's going to position the car in a spot behind. Drive away. Actually, wait. His team. Chubba Bubba. What's he doing? Oh no.
Leaving him behind.
He's leaving him behind. He's going to flip the car. Almost. This zone is going to hurt. I'm wondering why Chubba... Oh, he does have a... Okay, Chubba Bubba has a car.
Okay, that makes
sense. Okay. Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah, that almost was pretty bad. Chancery from Ohio State, who somehow made it in. If you noticed kind of earlier, Fiasco is still outside the zone. Rest in peace, Fiasco, most likely. As well as Team 13 here for Cal Poly, who I believe Frozo is just going to die. And Squirrel Toast is going to be betting up. We saw he dropped the level 3 helmet there for him. Purdue and Terran's going to be spraying down team. Oh, there it goes. And Terran's going to finish off Purdue right there with the vehicle explosion. Bad at CSGO, going to get hate B. Vehicle explosion. Those cars, man, they can explode. So
yeah, something that actually that was very interesting though that I was watching some of the games earlier today with the big tournaments going on at the moment. Pros like to use like multiple cars as mobile cover, like all the time. Like if they don't have a compound to sit in, they will surround themselves with the cars. But I don't see them really going like they don't really go for vehicle explosions. But every time I see here in CBA, whenever we see cars being used as cover, everyone tries just to shoot the vehicle as fast as possible.
yeah, I mean the explosion radius for these cars is actually more generous than you think it is. You can get away with a lot of stuff, kind of being behind. Oh, Norton Gold. Oh no, Casual Guacamole gonna casually, or no, Blind Tuscan actually, Blind Toucan gonna finish that off. But it's yeah, we definitely see CBA players shoot at cars a lot more, and even though the explosion radius is pretty generous, it's interesting that we see the convoy strategy being taken by a lot of these teams where they take more than one car, 2, 3 cars, but they never use them as cover, and they all just roll up on houses. So I'm wondering if that'll catch on.
Yeah, maybe if they watch some of the games going on right now. I mean, I believe the idea is there is like, oh, have these cars so we can, you know, a lot of the using the convoys so that like we're not all in one car. So say one of us get caught out, one of our cars goes up, there's still 3 of us left, etc. But at the same time, I think it's they have the thought that they could use the car as cover, but it doesn't really come to fruition a lot of the time.
Speaking of not coming to fruition, Chubba Bubba, yeah, not able to get down there as UIUC takes an aggressive hold, but you know, UIUC actually still 4 players left alive. Neo Jonathan actually the only one who's injured right now. They have a really great position in the zone. Again, working as a unit. Look at UIUC there. They're in the strongest position, I would say, in the center of the zone, but their cover isn't as good, but their positioning is the strongest.
True. There are some positions on those ledges that can get them some really good cover from a lot of angles. Time to heal, and they eyed that drop a lot. It looks like they were trying to go get it, but they realized by the time they got back, they probably wouldn't have a way to get back up, so they're probably not going to end up going for it.
Yeah, that's the kind of ledge where you don't really, you got to be either really good at b-hopping or know the exact route to go up, because kind of experimenting with those rocks is a rough situation, at least from personal experience and from teams that I've seen play here. But that drop is going to go uncontested, as you can win a game just as well with an M4 as you can an AUG. Unkillable sniper about to be killed right there, and Terran's going to go ahead and finish him off with the Mini 14. 9 teams and 26 players left alive. Casual Guacamole going to be running out. Wiki going to get Fuzzy Slosh. Going to go ahead and down him right there. Casual Guacamole, half health still as well. Team 1, Block Magic, Blind Toucan. Good shot from Mini 14, just slightly behind. You got a little bit more. Block Magic able to get away. There he goes. Hit once. Hit twice, hit thrice, and he's going to go down, and Terran's going to finally get him with the Mini 14. San Diego, team number 4 right now, and Flash going to finish it off. Neo Jonathan from UIUC going to get a good knock with the SKS right now. Going to knock Bad at CSGO out. Sever. Pushing out. Hits him once, actually. Neo Jonathan with a great shot onto Sever right there. Perfect pixel peek. Trying to just spray down through the smoke right now. Again, smoke is visual cover, not physical cover, so you can indeed spray through it down. Spray it down and be okay. Actually, yeah, speaking of getting the ledge, look at Team 16 now. Scrublord and Strax are going to take the ledge right there. They're going to be doing what UIUC probably at one point thought about doing, but decided against it. So they're going to be down here, and hopefully the circle kind of favors them, because they don't really have a ton of places to go.
Hopefully UIUC doesn't catch them out.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. This is easy pickings, especially since you have the high ground. And these rocks, if you look at the slope, or the angle of those rocks right now, they highly favor the attacker. On the upper ground, I would say.
Yeah, it does look like Strax sees a way up, but I don't think he's in any rush to go up right there. It looks like they only do have 2 members left on their team.
Yep. Again, no rush, none whatsoever.
Uh-oh. Kevin looks like he's found somebody.
Yeah, look at that. Oh, yeah, you're in trouble. I think he's going to get caught out a little bit there. We're going to see UIUC push a little bit back. Again, UIUC holding a lot of different angles here. They're really trying to, they're minimizing you know, where they could get peaked from. Snow Dragons from ASU going to get nice spray down on Windwalling and Masshole, who's going to finish him off. You're in trouble. Going to go for the nice Kobe right there. Is it going to hit? No, it's going to be a little bit too far out in the water, but they're really low. What if that nade was any closer, that would have been it for... Oh, no, here come the nades. Sea Cucumber, never mind, has a ton of nades. They're all going to be a little bit far. Strax is going to be pushing down, but Sea Cucumber get a nice headshot to put him down. Strax Raris is going to go down. Scrub Lord as well is the only team member left alive. And UIUC is just going to push a little bit in, and they're going to take it. Or take the zone. Voltarain actually with an aggressive push down there. Neo Jonathan going to get bad at CSGO. Look at UIUC. They're engaging like 2 teams right now at the same time and winning both engagements.
Yeah, that's just a testament to how good UIUC is and how calm and collected they can stay even when there's 2, even 3 teams sometimes on them.
Yeah, that's really the ability, and I know I don't want to talk about individual players terribly too much, but that's your in-game leader right there. Whoever it may be right now, doing a solid job of keeping the team composed together and, you know, telling them we need to do this, and everyone listens and it's respected. Speaking of respected, N Terrence is going to show he needs to be respected with the Mini 14. He's going to try and get a spray down to SJ Recruit, but he's going to get Darth Garth, who was down a little bit earlier. And he's going to make an aggressive push right now onto Team 19 here with Chubba Bubba and JS Recruit. Fuzzy Sloth as well is in that corner shack right there. And you have a nice try and spray down. Yep, there it goes. And Terrence is going to get Fuzzy Sloth right there. Going to go and put down Darth Garth. He gets another one. Wow, and Terrence actually fragging out right now. He's going to get 3 of them and finish off Team 19 right there.
Yeah, that was just a good play by Terrence and not a little bit of a lack of coordination from the other team.
Yep.
Just one guy took them all out. That was pretty impressive.
Like the beginning of a sentence, capitalizing is very important on your current situation. You want to make sure you can find an aggressive place where you're in the greatest chance of winning, and and that'll lead you to the best chance of success. We saw N Terrence
Like
did
the
exactly
beginning of
that.
a sentence.
Like the beginning of a sentence. Chubba Bubba, down behind a rock, pretty unaware. Actually, yeah, no, Chubba Bubba is he's waiting for the ambush onto San Diego right now. But, actually, Scrub Lord, I was able to get away through the water. UIUC knows where he is, but he's not able to capitalize because you can't shoot through the water. Yet, at least. 6
Well,
teams.
you can shoot through the water. It's not as accurate and doesn't do as much damage as it was on land. They did change that up a little bit.
Oh, okay.
You can get hit through the water now.
Oh, okay. I actually didn't realize that you can. So you can, but they're choosing not to because they don't want to really give away their position as much as they can. And they could just keep a beat on them anyway. If you're in the water, oh, they have the zone again. UIUC, but Red Charlie right now. Sea Cucumber is going to get shot. He can go down there, though. Still 10 players. Red Charlie, though. Now UIUC with that one shot knows exactly where team number 5 Red Charlie is. You see him try and get a headshot on these guys, but a 1v4 with the Car 98K at x 200 meters is going to be a little rough. Lining up the headshot, but it's just not going to connect. He's really trying, Red Charlie, right now. Really trying to hit those. He's just scouting around. He's the only player left alive for team number 5 right now.
Team number 5 there, that is the University of South Carolina. We did see a little bit of action with them earlier in the game. Looks like Red Charlie is the only remaining member.
Yep.
Gonna go ahead and try and push up to the zone, though.
Yeah, UIUC is going to give him a hard time right now.
Well, he did do a really good job for the team. He did get them into the top 5, which is still going to get them some points. Let's see if he maybe can get some frags. Maybe he can get up to top 2. That'd be interesting. Have another situation like last time, except no real house in the middle of the zone to cover him this time.
Yep. I'm wondering if the strategy is to just wait. He keeps taking shots, but I can't help but wonder if the best thing to do is wait again as a solo boy. And you see Scrub Lord doing a similar thing. Well, not really similar, but he's not engaging Scrub Lord, but he's not in a position to engage, I would also say. But we've seen a lot of solo boys have good success by just doing absolutely nothing. And that's not an insult to the players. That's literally just by doing nothing, you ensure the best chance of survival. And again, doing something there got Red Charlie caught out by San Diego right now. So it's 2 teams getting crossfired at him. We got UIUC You're in trouble. Actually, going to finish Scrub Lord. So that's the last solo boy. So it's going to be a 4v4 right now. San Diego versus UIUC.
Call it. Who do you think is going to get it?
UIUC got them.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't help it. I gotta say they have the position. They have the ridge that they can work with. There's open field between what do you call it? San Diego and UIUC. And depending on how the circle goes, we've seen this happen earlier with Cincinnati and UTK a couple weeks ago. The circle landed on UTK, and they won because of it. Actually, like 100% because the circle landed on them in a compound, they won. Easy, no problem.
Yeah, that's the thing about the RNG. This game's heavily RNG based. Just try to eliminate as much of the RNG as you can, but when it comes to the zone, there's not much you can do about that. Whether if it either goes to you or it doesn't, and if it goes to you, you can stay and watch for the people who it didn't go to.
We're about to see it. 3, 2, 1. Show me the circle. Yep, okay. UIUC. Got him. I hate to be so confident in saying one team is going to lose, but this circle, I mean, literally UIUC just has to wait and wait. They just have to wait. They don't have to shoot. They don't have to do anything. They just have to wait it out, and they'll see. You know, battlegrounds, ladies and gentlemen. You know, it's possible. I don't want to count San Diego out yet. They've had really good frags. They're a really good team, but at the same time, they have to make a miracle happen here. And I believe, you know, it's possible. I absolutely believe they could do it. I do not want to count these guys out yet.
Yeah, not at all. I mean,
yeah, Volterine just went down there. End Terrence, the M24. Sea Cucumber and Land's actually going to trade with Jonathan. You're in trouble, going to get XPFC though, but that's going to be 2 down for UIUC, and I believe 2 down for San Diego. Flash as well, going to get peek out, trying to peek and left, peek and right, but you're in trouble, going to get that nice peek out at End Terrence as well. I believe last player left alive for San Diego. Put a good fight up, I would say, for their position. Great frags out of and it's definitely possible. It's a 1v2, right? Actually, it's a 1v1. You're in trouble in End Terrence. But You're in Trouble is going to go for the thing. But, oh, see, End Terrence, he's pushing around. He could go for the res right now. End Terrence, he's right there. He could see it if he really wanted to. He's going to go ahead and finish off Flash as well. Try and get it, but now it's a 1v2 situation. You're in trouble. He knows where he is. It's tense. End Terrence. Here comes a peak battle.
he needs to watch the other people. He needs to watch over there. You're in trouble.
Yeah, look at that. I mean, you are in trouble right here. I'm not going to lie. End Terrence in this situation.
Yeah, I feel like a push might have been the perfect thing to do there to catch him off guard.
Yeah,
we still have the opportunity though. He does have this M24, which is a little bit of a punch packer.
It is a punch. It definitely packs a solid wallop, but that's going to be it. And they are going to go down, but definitely fighting. They absolutely went out fighting 100% in a GG to UIUC in San Diego for a great ending of the end game. I definitely agree with how they played that there. Maybe a little bit towards the end, but definitely had a great peak in the opening to that fight, and then they pushed their advantage. I'm very impressed with how they played. And then in third place, we have South Carolina, I believe, with Red Charlie and Mass Hole. So let me look at some notable kills. End Terrence actually had 6 kills in that. You're in trouble, having 4, Cucumber 2, and Neo Jonathan 1, leaving UIUC to finish first with 9 kills. Second place, San Diego with 6 plus 3 is 9, plus 4 is 13 kills. So really good on their end. Third place, South Carolina with 6 kills. Fourth place, we have Scrublord Sever, Strax Raris, and Bad at CSGO. These guys from Carnegie Mellon, actually, with 1 kill. And then in 5th place, we have McLaren Kevin, Bacola, and Stooley from California Davis with 4 kills. Actually, McLaren Kevin fragging out that game. So what are your thoughts on that end of the game? That was an interesting end of the game, I would say. I mean, either way, I think just a lot of see a lot of the 2 kills coming down there. I'm looking at OSU Fiasco as 2. Casual Guacamole again had that really great shot with the SKS right there. We saw him driving by, hit it, Hit the perfect angle right as they were going behind the hill. So that was a good shot. Hate D, 2 kills. Chuba Bubba, 2 kills. But yeah, it was a very top-heavy fragging game, especially with San Diego and with UIUC. So yeah, I mean, just in general, what a very good game. Well played to all of our teams tonight in the Emerald and Ruby divisions. So don't forget, if you enjoyed the stream, you can go ahead and click the follow button. If you would like to be notified for when we go live, we will be back Sunday for the Diamond games and Emerald and Ruby games again. So if you want to catch all of our premier Division 1 teams at that moment, you can go ahead and check them out right then and there. Look at it now. We are entering week 6 for the midseason roster adjustments coming up next week, actually. So yeah, I mean, just in general, a great game for everybody tonight. Follow us on social media, on Facebook and Twitter at Collegiate PUBG. If you would like to receive updates, you can go ahead and join our Discord for if you have questions or regarding if you would like to talk to the players a little bit more, or in general, if you just want to hang out. Other than that, you can subscribe. We have a new emote available to all our subscribers. That is this College Snake Boys. You can go ahead and see that in chat right about now. If you're interested, it's wholly not required, but we appreciate all of our subscribers for helping make CBA the premier collegiate PUBG league. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I have been your host, Airless Goose, joined by my esteemed co-host, Nap Time. So, and with that, we will see you guys on Sunday. Thanks for coming out, everybody.